In the end, you have to choose whether or not to trust someone. Without local guides, your enemy employs the land as a weapon against you. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. A rose does not answer its enemies with words, but with beauty. It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. Some things in life are too complicated to explain in any language. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Misconceptions play a prominent role in my view of the world. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. Done is better than perfect. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. Be willing to leave the ground behind if you want to fly. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. The longing for paradise is man's longing not to be man. You need mountains. Long staircases don't make good hikers. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Don't chase. Elevate your game and be someone worth chasing after. Do not wait for the last judgment. It comes every day. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. Hearts can't be broken because they're made of marzipan. The company you choose to keep says a lot about who you are. If you believe you can, you might. If you know you can, you will. Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so. Take care with the end as you do with the beginning. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again. It was always the becoming he dreamed of, never the being. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. I think there is only one quality, worse than hardness of heart, then that is softness of head. The man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he can't are both right. I'm just doing me, and to me, that's what got me this far. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. There is nothing frightening in the dark if you just face it. Never stop acquiring the common sense. It is as good as the knowledge. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. He who doesn't understand history is doomed to repeat it. The fruit of empty hopes is more bitter than the saddest truth. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. The line between disorder and order lies in logistics. A paranoid is someone who knows a little of what's going on. If you dare nothing, then when the day is over, nothing is all you will have gained. Aslan, you doubt your value. Don't run from who you are. Great wisdom is generous. Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. I like people who refuse to speak until they are ready to speak. As long as you can use your hands, the world is your oyster. A man who knows he is a fool is not a great fool. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Luck implies an absolute absence of any principle. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Be patient when becoming someone you haven't been before. If you have the guts to be yourself, other people will pay your price. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are. Pessimistic tidak, lebih daripada sikap takbur mendahului nasib. Darkness ages faster than you think. It doesn't loiter on forever. If you don't build your own dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. Nothing makes a person happier than having a happy heart. A life fueled by passions is like riding on the back of a dragon. The consequences of every act are included in the act itself. We are willing to believe anything other than the truth. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. True words are not fancy. Fancy words are not true. The good do not debate. Debaters are not good. Life is more or less a lie, but then again, that's exactly the way we want it to be. How quick come the reasons for approving what we like. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. A frog in a well cannot conceive of the ocean. If I have a platform and a voice, I should use it for my people. Cherish those who seek the truth, but beware of those who find it. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. In warfare, there are no constant conditions. He who can modify his tactics in relation to his opponent will succeed and win. People who keep stiff upper lips find that it's damn hard to smile. Cherish that which is in you, and shut out that which is without, for much knowledge is a curse. When people try to bury you, remind yourself you are a seed. Excuses are merely nails used to build a house of failure. Things don't happen for no reason. They happen to teach you something. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear. Then he will be amenable to your will. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. Gratitude creates hope, and hope activates the law of attraction. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of the person you are. You must let suffering speak if you want to hear the truth. Without knowing the force of words, it is impossible to know more. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. I'm going to try speaking some reckless words, and I want you to try to listen recklessly. In war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. A kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. The way to screw up somebody's life is to give them what they want. We need to be fit and ready for anything that might come our way. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. Despite the heart-numbing frost, my soul is blooming like spring. A whetstone, though it cannot cut, may sharpen a knife that will. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. The worst part of being okay is that okay is far from happy. That knowledge, which stops at what it does not know, is the highest knowledge. You are in charge of your own happiness. You don't need to wait for other people's permission to be happy. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams.